Today we have 2 more napkin folding techniques and the details for the mini challenge in the challenge number 5, a bonus challenge. Deadline will be February 7th. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today I have 2 more of the napkin folding techniques that I found when I found this little napkin magic book that my mom had in her stuff. So we are going to go ahead and do 2 more folding techniques, and this time I'm going to use this double-sided paper for one of them, and okay, so we're going to save this one. It'll be able to be a page in the large journal that I am making. So I think that that will match our Tea and Roses digital kit that I'm using, as well as these are going to be going in that as well. Okay, so looking at it, and I like this. I'm going to go ahead and tear these 2 apart, and then we'll clean it up. So this is a little bit thicker than the calendar that I used on the napkin folding that we did yesterday. Oh, let's go ahead and measure this. So I've cleaned up the edge because all the edges are going to be seen. So I want to make sure that it's clean. We have 8 by 8, and darn, we're gonna lose those beehives. It's like, do I really want to? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So I'll have this scrap that we'll be able to use for something for this journal as well. So that gives us an 8 by 8 piece of paper. And so for this one, we are going to go ahead and fold up. Okay, so we have it folded up. We're going to go ahead and fold it, bring it down, fold it over so that your fold is on the top. We're going to fold it this way, and now we're going to bring our fold over to the left. So we have a fold on top. Let's straighten that out. And we have a fold on the left. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring this first set of pages, and we're going to bring it down and just leave about a finger here. Okay, so you see we have this border happening over here, and we've got that beautiful page, and then we're going to bring this one down. Okay, and have it like this. Now you could do this in the other direction so that your folds show up in the other direction, but this is our napkin fold that we have. And with this, we can use this for a tuck, and you can still go ahead, and if you were adhered down here and across here, you could still open this up and write in it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we'll attach this to a page and show you just how that works at the end and do some decorating with that. So now let's go on to the next one. And again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that other piece of paper that we had. We are going to go ahead. I thought I forgot to turn the film back on. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and cut this one down, clean up the edge. So that's what that is, just clean up the edge. Then we're going to measure. And we are at 8 inches this time. And so let's see. I want to figure out if we want, where we want our roses. So the corner will be, okay. So it's gonna, this one's gonna have a corner is what, and then look at this beautiful page that we'll have to, or scrap that we'll have to use. Okay, so this one we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna take and turn our image on the diagonal. We're gonna go ahead and flip this up and meet in the corner up there. Okay, and now you are going to go ahead and you're going to take one side and flip it up and fold it. And you're going to take the other side and you're going to flip it up, and meeting these as close as best you can in the middle right here. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. So we folded it up, we folded these two up. Now we're going to take and we're going to come to this side, and you see how I wanted to make sure that there was an image in the corner, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip this one up. I'm going to leave about an inch on each side, trying to center it. Okay. And this one does get a little bulky. It is so pretty. I'm loving this, using this. So you could go ahead and have this be your fold, but we're going to go one step further. Okay, so I think if we go in and we're an inch and a quarter from the center point. Okay, so an inch and a quarter, that's right there. I'm going to mark it with my fingernail and then hold it and pull it over. And of course this would be so much easier with a napkin or something that moved around. But this is, it's beautiful when it gets done. So, okay, and then we're going to do an inch and a quarter on the other side. Okay, and you can actually bring it in closer together if you wanted to, as well. Oh, what a difference. much easier to press it down with your bone folder. Highly recommend pulling out your... Now you could go ahead and maybe even go a little bit smaller and have this come in, and it could go within itself and close itself. But this is the beautiful side right here. And you'll be able to come in and add a tag here, or you can poke things in here as well as on this side. Okay. So, and when it, I mean, you can, so I like this side. I think this side is beautiful. And so let's go ahead and, again, if you come in a little bit closer, these two will interact. Okay, And then you can stand this up. So you can go ahead and, like if you're making a decoration for on a table or something, you can go ahead and have it sit on the table like that. Okay? So, but we are going to use it as a napkin in a pocket is the way that I see this working. And so let's go ahead and see how we would put this on a page in a journal. And I have, you know what? I have this that I can use. I think that's going to be pretty. This is a Tim Holtz wallpaper. And it's heavy duty, and that's why I'm reaching for that at this time, is because I wanted something that was a little more heavy duty. And oh yeah, I don't want to forget to tell you, stay tuned, because I'm going to give you the details for the 5th mini journal or mini challenge in the challenge. The 5th mini challenge in the challenge for January. And so stay tuned for those details. So here we have this, but I think we're going to want it a little shorter. This was from a paper pad that I have. But of course, many of the digital kits from Dear Julie Julie actually come with postcard backs. And so you could use one of those or one from another collection as well. So here we go. So I have been distressing in this because I am going to be using coffee dyed paper. Maybe avocado dyed paper. My avocado water doesn't look very pink this time, so I don't know if I know my avocados were on their way out. But so oh well. Okay, so I want to go ahead and distress this before I add the pocket, the napkin folded, so that we can add the napkin folded. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Okay, so I'm putting my hand on the area that I want to make sure that I leave open. Putting my glue on the other 3 edges and just attaching this down. There we go. Okay. We're going to let this dry before we put this in. And I think I would add a paper clip to it, just because this one ended up a little, it's more bulky than what I had planned for. Okay, so the paper clip, whichever side the paper clip's going to be on, the other side needs to be held under. And I think if we go above, there we go. Okay, so this will be able to go in this pocket right here. Again, we want to let it dry. Okay, and let's see. Do I have? Okay. Okay, so that'll just fit in there. It's going to be a little bulky. And you could do a pocket that has a gutter in it, and that would probably work even better. And then I would probably go ahead and add something to the paper clip, even if it's just some lace. We are using lace in this journal, so there we go. Okay, so again, this could be opened up and could be journaled inside, but at the same time, you can go ahead and fill it with little things. As well. Ticket might be cool, might be good in there, or one of the little tags. Put a little tag. We can put a little tag back here. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can decorate this little tag. So I finally fussy cut some of the images from the free printable that is available in one of the free printables available in my Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. This is the, or these are from the Favorite Things. And it was a gift to the group for my birthday. And it's still there in the files as of today, the 30th of January, or 31st. I'm filming this on the 30th so that it can go up on by midnight and be out there for you on the 31st. So, yep, there I am. I'm distressing. And then we can go ahead and I'm going to add this one. And I'm just going to put it right in the center. But I think since we were using pattern paper yesterday, and I think I'm going to go ahead and add some pattern paper just because on some of the other embellishments in this journal, I have been using sewing pattern paper to help with the distress look. And I'm just going to do the dry decoupage where I just go around the outside here. So, for the mini challenge in the challenge, number 5. It's not very often that we get to have 5 challenges. You have until the 7th of February to make 2 of these napkin folded embellishments. You can make any 2. They need to be different. So there were 4 different napkin folding techniques that I've shown you. 2 in the video yesterday, and I'll put that in the description box down below. And then the 2 that I showed you today. So you can do either 2. Choose 2 different ones, and it can be 1 from each video. And you can go ahead and do the folding technique, and then you can decorate it. And we would love to see that. So this is my little decorated tag that can go in here. I'm going to let it dry. And then we have this. So this can be a pocket or a tuck. I think that this would make an amazing tuck. Is it going to fit in here? No. So we're going to put it on a regular page. Well, let's go ahead and get this page ready. So in yesterday's video, I went ahead and took the paper clips out of it so that this could be in the journal like this, and it's going to have fold outs on it. So let's see. So we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it to 8.5. And I want to make sure that I'm looking at all of it, looking for words. And this has words, so I want to make sure that those words all show up. So we're going to go to 8.5 and cut this. And then we'll also have this that we can go ahead and use in the journal as well. And okay, so now we're going to grab one of those coffee dyed papers that I'm going to be using. And we want to make sure that this is at least inside that. So we're going to pull, I'm going to pull this over a little over 1/4 of an inch, and then I'm going to fold these back. Now, whether this is how I keep the fold or not, I'm going to remove that so that I can line this up down here. Okay. So that'll give me that. And then because we have words on this side, I'm just going to take this and fold this over. That would actually make a cool center signature. You would have that and that, but I digress. So we have our pretty little, okay, so this tuck comes from this side. So let's see where we might want to put it. I think I want to, actually, I think I'll like it here, because there's a lot going on here. So as a tuck, yeah, so I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And you see my hand is on the side that I want to make sure that I leave open. And I do that because sometimes when I don't do that, I end up gluing the wrong edge. So that's just something that I do. Okay, now I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a border around it. You see that? Just a little bit of a border, and I'm going to hold this down to make sure that it dries. Okay, and then I'm going to come over in my stash here that I have, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to add a closure. Okay, so what this is going to do is when it's on here, it'll keep these down. Okay, you can still go ahead and pick them up once we're in there. I've got my finger on. Okay, so you can still pick them up, but then you can put them back under it. Okay, so let's see. Hard to get this one out. So maybe we'll just do the one just to hinge. It's okay. It's our prerogative. We can change our mind. Okay. Okay, so your details. Mini challenge in the challenge. Number 5. You are going to choose 2 napkin folding techniques, and you are going to go ahead and make 2 napkin folded embellishments for your journal. You are to use a napkin, a digital or magazine image, tissue paper or sewing pattern, lace, and washi tape. Okay, so those are the things that you can use. Sewing paper or tissue. Sewing pattern paper or tissue. A digital image. So you can use a digital page. And for your thing like this, you can use a die cut if you have one, or you can use your digital image. So now, the other thing that's really cool about this is you can go ahead and open this up, and you can still write on it. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so there is our little heart hinge. And I wouldn't attach it down here because it's too hard to get it. I mean, you can get it out, but because this paper is, when I was playing with this, I was playing with copy paper. So if you did it with a lighter weight paper, it will come out. But this is a heavier weight paper, and it doesn't want to come out. Okay, so then you're decorating. You can go ahead and decorate this, and you can also make a card using those things that I've told you can use. Let's also add in a project life or a journaling card that you can go ahead and use. Okay, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little series of the napkin embellishments, the napkin folding embellishments. That was inspired because I found this little book in my mom's things, and it was Napkin Magic, The Art of the Fold. It's Family Circle 12/17/02. So that's actually a new magazine for my mom. This wasn't in a magazine though. This was with her some recipes and things that recipes she had started writing down. I lost a whole day the day that I found this, and that she had taken the time to write down I'm going to cry again. Taken the time to write down some recipes, because we tried to get her to do that, and I didn't know that she had gone ahead and done it. So again, we are nearing the end of January. Today's the last day when you're watching this, or when it is uploaded. And so that is the last day of our Just Junk Journal for the Just Junk Journal Challenge. So in honor of the Just Junk Journal Challenge, I'm going to go ahead and use this other side of this bingo marker, and I'm going to go ahead and stencil here using this. I think that that's really, really fun. And then I'm going to move it over a little bit, and on the other side I've got some pink, and so that will break up this page a little bit and give me a chance to do a little real junk journaling, because I think it's really cool that you literally can make something absolutely beautiful out of junk. So there you go. These are the 4 embellishments. Okay, so these are the 2 from yesterday, and the video is in the description box down below. And then we have today's, which is this one that we were able to use as a tuck, and this one that's going to become, it's going to sit in this pocket. And those are a couple of pages for my large tea journal that I'm making. And so there you go. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments down below. The February challenge will open on Saturday, February 1st. So watch for that. Watch for that video. It'll have the details. And I will let you in as I get to it all day on all weekend. And yeah, so I think that this is going to be a really fun challenge. I can't wait to see what you do with these napkin folding techniques, what types of paper you choose. I have noticed, because they become so bulky, that the lighter weight paper is going to be probably a better choice. So there you go. Again, the deadline for that for this challenge is February 7th, and you will want to post that in the January Just Junk Journal Challenge. You'll post your finished number 5 mini challenge in the January Just Junk Journal Challenge, and under the post that says mini challenge number 5. And then next week I will do the drawings for all of the challenges, and we'll get to see who the winners are. And yeah, don't forget that if you finish your journal, you want to make a video, and if you can, or you take pictures of your journal and put it in the photo album section, and create a photo album with your name and put your pictures in there. And that's how I find out that you finished, and how everyone can see what you did. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out these videos up here. Give it a thumbs up. Go watch another video if you really like it, because YouTube likes that. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.